What if there was a readily available and expensive and often overlooked food that contains more high-quality protein than an egg and could dramatically slow or even reverse age-related muscle loss? This condition, known as sarcopenia, is the gradual wasting of muscle tissue that begins as early as our 30s. It's not just a cosmetic issue. It's a major predictor of metabolic decline, chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, and even cognitive aging. And bioavailable, cottage cheese has a distinct advantage, especially for overnight muscle maintenance. First, cottage cheese generally has a higher protein digestibility corrected amino acid score compared to whole eggs. AD refers to the proportion of amino acids in a food that can be absorbed and utilized by the body. A lower amount means that a given amount of protein in cottage cheese provides more essential amino acids compared to eggs. Gram for gram, it has a slightly higher quality protein with better digestibility and a more favorable amino acid profile, making it potentially more effective for muscle preservation and overall health. However, it's essential to consider individual dietary needs, preferences, and the overall context of a balanced diet. After consuming eggs, amino acids from the egg protein enter the bloodstream quickly, triggering a spike in insulin. A study published in the journal Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise in 2012 investigated the effects of different protein types on muscle protein synthesis rates overnight. Sarcopenia is a natural process of age-related muscle loss that affects many people. The protein in cottage cheese provides the amino acids necessary for muscle growth and repair. Calcium is essential for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. Leucine is an amino acid that plays a crucial role in stimulating muscle protein synthesis, which is the process of building new muscle tissue. When you eat enough leucine, your body triggers a signaling cascade that turns on genes responsible for muscle growth. This leads to an increase in muscle mass and strength over time. Cottage cheese typically contains around 2.6 grams of leucine per 100 gram serving, which is more than enough to meet your daily requirements. By including cottage cheese in your meals, you can ensure that your body gets enough of these nutrients to support optimal muscle function. Include cottage cheese in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals to meet your daily intake goals. Also, if you enjoy cottage cheese, it can be a delicious and satisfying snack. Keep a container of cottage cheese handy for those times when you need a quick and nutritious snack. Vitamin D helps regulate calcium metabolism and supports bone health. If you've made it to this point in the video, I know you're serious about taking action and improving your health. And just like you, there are thousands of others who are ready to transform their lives by making better food choices. We've designed a program that will guide you through the entire process. You'll learn what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat to optimize your metabolism, burn fat, and boost your energy. But that's not all. You'll also discover what to avoid because not all foods are created equal. There are hidden traps everywhere that can sabotage your progress if you don't know what they are. During this free event, we'll reveal the top 10 foods that you must avoid if you want to unlock your body's full potential. These are common, everyday items that most people have no idea are harmful to their health. Our expert coaches will be there to answer all of your questions and guide you toward a better, healthier future. So if you're ready to invest in yourself and take control of your health, register now and join us. Phosphorus is involved in energy production and cellular signaling, while selenium is an antioxidant that protects against oxidative stress and inflammation. To maximize muscle preservation and overall health, aim to consume around 2 to 3 cups of low-fat cottage cheese per day. This translates to roughly 500 to 700 grams. This amount ensures you get enough protein, calcium, and leucine to support muscle growth and repair, as well as other essential nutrients. These nutrients work together to support overall health and well-being, allowing your body to function optimally and recover efficiently from exercise. Some people may benefit from consuming more cottage cheese, especially those who are very active or recovering from injuries. It's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian who can help you determine the optimal amount of cottage cheese and other nutrients for your specific requirements. Even if you maintain a good diet and exercise regularly, you might still notice a decline in muscle mass and strength as you age. Fortunately, you don't have to accept sarcopenia as an inevitable part of growing older. By incorporating cottage cheese into your daily diet, you can take proactive steps to combat sarcopenia and preserve your muscle mass and strength. Participants consumed either 40 grams of casein protein, 40 grams of whey protein, or a non-protein control beverage before bed. The results showed that casein protein significantly increased muscle protein synthesis rates overnight compared to the control group. Whey protein also increased rates, but not as much as casein. This suggests that eating cottage cheese before bed provides a steady supply of amino acids, supporting muscle protein synthesis and reducing muscle protein breakdown. The sharp rise in insulin can cause blood sugar levels to drop, which can lead to feelings of hunger and potential nighttime awakenings. If you wake up hungry, you might reach for sugary snacks or high-carbohydrate foods, which can disrupt your metabolic health goals. This is particularly relevant for preserving muscle mass as obtaining enough essential amino acids, especially leucine, is crucial for muscle protein synthesis and preventing muscle breakdown. Cottage cheese is a dairy product made by curdling milk and separating the resulting curds from the whey, which is a liquid byproduct. The primary protein in cottage cheese is casein, which accounts for approximately 80% of its protein content. Casein is a slow-digesting protein, which is beneficial for overnight muscle maintenance. When you consume casein, it doesn't get absorbed quickly like other proteins. Instead, it forms a gel-like substance in the stomach that slows down the rate at which amino acids are released into the bloodstream. This sustained release of amino acids is crucial while you sleep because it prevents muscle protein breakdown and promotes muscle protein synthesis. PDCS is a scale from 0 to 1 that measures the quality of a food protein based on its amino acid composition. Leucine plays a vital role in initiating muscle protein synthesis and has been shown to enhance muscle growth and strength. For example, one study published in the Journal of Nutrition reported that increasing dietary leucine intake from 9 to 25 grams per day led to an increase in lean body mass and fat-free mass in young men over a period of 12 weeks. A score of 1 represents a protein of the highest quality, which is considered to be a complete protein containing all essential amino acids in sufficient quantities. The PDCA score for cottage cheese is typically close to 1, reflecting its high-quality protein. In contrast, whole eggs also have a high PDCAA score of 0.9. However, the score for egg whites, which account for the majority of egg protein, is 1. Therefore, when considering protein quality, cottage cheese edges out whole eggs. Let's start by comparing the macronutrient profile of both foods. The chart shows the approximate macronutrient distribution per 100 grams of each food. Eggs primarily consist of protein and lipids, while cottage cheese has a higher proportion of protein along with significant calcium and phosphorus content. These minerals play vital roles in muscle function and bone health. Many people hit the gym, eat clean, and get plenty of rest yet still lose lean muscle year after year. The problem often lies in not getting the right kind of protein in the right amount at the right time. Science points to a surprising solution. This food source, gram for gram, contains more leucine-rich, muscle-sparing protein than eggs and activates a key metabolic pathway called mTOR, which is essential for muscle growth. It's not a trendy powder or supplement, but something much simpler: cottage cheese. In today's video, I want to explain why cottage cheese beats eggs for muscle preservation, why cottage cheese is better for overnight muscle maintenance than eggs, how cottage cheese can help you gain strength without doing anything else differently, and how much cottage cheese you should eat to maximize muscle preservation. Why cottage cheese beats eggs for muscle preservation. While eggs are a nearly perfect food, affordable, nutrient-dense, now let's focus on the aspect that makes cottage cheese stand out: its protein quality. Furthermore, cottage cheese has a lower amino acid digestibility than eggs. Another advantage of cottage cheese is its higher content of certain amino acids, such as glutamine and leucine. Glutamine is important for muscle recovery and immune function. So while both cottage cheese and eggs are excellent protein sources, cottage cheese may offer some advantages. Why cottage cheese is better for overnight muscle maintenance than eggs. In contrast, the protein in eggs, primarily egg whites, is digested and absorbed much more rapidly. Research supports the idea that consuming a slow-digesting protein like casein before bed is beneficial for muscle preservation. How cottage cheese can help you gain strength without doing anything else differently. Cottage cheese is a high-protein, high-calcium food that can help maintain healthy bones and muscles. One of the main benefits of cottage cheese is its high leucine content. In addition to its protein and leucine content, cottage cheese also provides other essential nutrients such as vitamin D, phosphorus, and selenium. By incorporating cottage cheese into your daily diet, you can tap into these powerful nutrients and reap the benefits for your muscle health and performance. How much cottage cheese should you eat to maximize muscle preservation? However, it's important to note that individual needs may vary based on factors like activity level, metabolism, and overall health. Remember, consistency is key. Try to spread your cottage cheese intake throughout the day to ensure a steady supply of amino acids for muscle protein synthesis. So there you have it, folks. Cottage cheese, a simple, age-defying superfood that can help you preserve your strength and vitality for years to come.